favorite Fat Joe track. I mean, there's even though it was Terror Squad, Lean Back, of course. I remember Bruce Willis at the VMAs dancing and vibing, Make It Rain. Yes. How about What's Love with Ashanti, Flo Joe? I mean, the Twins track with him and Rest His Soul, Big Pun,
Yes, amazing.
especially with Big Pun with that verse he did.
Um, Got to put another round on there too.
Oh yeah, with Chris Brown.
Yeah, got to put another round on there. Got to put so excited. Got to put
I
so
won't
excited.
tell. I won't
Yeah,
tell featuring Jay Holiday.
yeah, yes. Play no. Look, I know it wasn't his song, but play
Play
no
no
game.
games, but
Yeah,
you
you know,
already know my name, but 50-50.
yeah. His verse on "Who Shot You" with LL Cool J. That was wow. That was amazing. And look, man, one of the best characters on Def Jam Vendetta.
Yes, fight for New York.
Yeah. One of the best characters on Def Jam Vendetta. And let's not forget the one I know that the other guy that he did this song with was is tarnished at this point. But we thug and rolled it on Doug, all up in the club, wilding like what got Chris on pop. That was a great one. Loyalty, that one was a good one. Um, Fat Joe is underrated, man. It's unfortunately that social media shapes the opinions of people all the time. But look, stop letting social media shift your opinion, bro. It's like it gets old after a while. If your opinion, I always tell people this, man. If social media and the media is telling you to think one way, think the damn opposite. So think the opposite, um, because it's social media. It's not real. It's kind of like I remember my father used to call the TV the idiot box,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what social media can be sometimes. Itself, back when I was a kid, TV went off. You actually had the little clear station that it just actually went off, and you could decompress. But now the idiot box is 24/7. So it's 24/7. It's a lot of people with a lot of very outlandish opinions. Granted, some of them are valid, but in the great words of Denzel Washington, 90% of it is bull jive. But it's entertaining.
What I love about Joe, he's a diehard sports fan. I love the
Mhm.
podcast he does with Jada Kiss. I'm sorry. I can't stop laughing about him and that Mike Tyson story.
Yeah, and not only that, that him and that Roy Jones story, because he said even Roy Jones was forced to lean back, and Roy
Yes.
Jones pulled up on him about it, which is funny. But never mind. I can't say, you know, I would take offense to that. It's a damn song. And look, you was forced to lean back. Tony Otava whooped that ass. So as a fighter,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna lose a fight. And the fashion in which you lost was very, very badly. So you're gonna look as a former boxer, as a former martial artist, you're gonna lose a fight eventually. The only person that ain't never lost a fight, Rocky Marciano. So
And Floyd.
and Floyd, my bad. Sorry, Floyd. Sorry, Floyd. But yeah, as far as those two guys, the only two guys that you've ever seen just lose a fight. But other than that, the best of them have got it. Mike Tyson, and what's so funny about it happened in their prime. Mike Tyson, he had his day. Roy Jones had his day. Larry Holmes, one of the most underrated guys in heavyweight history, he had his day. Um,
Lennox Lewis.
Lennox
Remember
Lewis had.
remember he lost to Rockman.
Yeah, I remember that. I thought he was gonna beat the brakes off of Rockman, but hey, got distracted over there in making movies and stuff like that, not really taking the fight serious. But the second time he faced him, pop, pop. He was over with. But yeah, even some of the best boxers in history, Muhammad Ali lost a fight against Joe Frazier during his comeback fight, the fight of the century. So a
It's
fight
happened
that
before.
it's happened before. So
Foreman when he lost to Ali.
yeah, I mean Michael Moore when he lost. So yeah,
No shame.
no shame. Look, I think today's generation, man, what happened with Florida is an anomaly. You don't go through a lot of those fights and not get complacent. Shit. I remember I lost 3 of them.
Mhm.
I lost 3 fights when I was doing martial arts. So I mean, and I was doing, and then when I went to boxing and I elevated to boxing, I lost 2. So I mean, 20-2 ain't bad. So just being real. So I mean, just got to be honest. Sometimes you come out there and it's not your best day. Thankfully, I ain't get knocked out, which is kind of embarrassing. But you ain't get knocked out or lost by decision, but you know you lose. You lose. I mean, the best thing that can happen to you sometimes is that you lose. Sometimes that's the but sometimes I hate to say this because this is something that my father used to always tell me. Sometimes an ass whooping does the trick. Sometimes you have to take an ass whooping in order for you to realize that you need to be more humble, that you need to work a little bit harder, that you need to, take strides in order to be better, in order to reach your full potential. Sometimes you have to have that little setback to put you back in your place to realize who you are, to realize the hard work that you put in to get to where you are, to realize all the trappings of success have gotten to you. Sometimes you need that little pushback of God kind of tapping you on the shoulder saying, hey, blank, blank, get in line, or fall 3 stories. And you don't want to fall 3 stories. So, I mean, sometimes you need that. I don't understand. Look, new generation think that Floyd is that doesn't happen every day, him and Marciano.
Right. It really doesn't. But but back to Joe Champ, I do think Joe was underrated as a lyricist.
Yeah, he was. He
But
was.
and I'm happy for him with what he's doing right now with his pod. He's definitely lost a substantial amount of weight compared to what he was early on in his career.
Yeah,
It tells you, man, hey man, as you get older, take care of yourself.
yeah.
But I love Joe. I mean, I miss the good old Terror Squad days. I love them chains he used to wear, the Terror Squad
Yeah,
chains.
I used to like that stuff too. Big old chain too, bro.
Yeah.
Big old chain. You know.
I always wanted to wear them chains though.
Yeah, one thing that I didn't realize probably because it's that Southern ignorance. I will say I blame it on that. I didn't realize that DJ Khaled was Middle Eastern. I didn't know that
He
he was.
is.
I
No,
didn't
he
know that.
is.
I didn't know. No, because the thing is, I thought that since he was hanging out, I think Fat Joe, he's Puerto Rican, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just assuming that you hanging out with a bunch of Puerto Rican cats. I'm assuming that you Puerto Rican. So that's the thing. Like I said, it's kind of like I blame it on Southern ignorance. This is just like, oh, who's the big Puerto Rican guy? I didn't realize he was Middle Eastern. Because like I said, he looked just like the guys he was hanging out with. So that just goes to show you what ignorance will
Yeah.
do for you.
He was born in New Orleans and he grew up with Palestinian immigrant parents.
Okay.
So yeah. But again, same thing with me, champ. Look, a lot of people may think I'm Dominican, but on the contrary, I'm black and Haitian. So again, like it just tells you that despite my complexion, despite my hair or whatever, nah, I'm more than what you actually think.
Yeah.
But again, nah, it's not really Southern bias. I mean, a lot of people make that type of mistake. So you ain't the first, nor will be the last. A lot of people do that from time to time. But he and my other favorite track from Fat Joe, Bet Your Man Can't Do It Like That. I love the days with him and Pun, man.
Yeah.
Those were the great days, man. Sad that Pun passed away at the age of 28, but he and Big Pun during their time for a little bit, man, that was fun to watch though.
Yes, indeed, man. And they did it different, man. They did it real, real different. And look, man,
Especially for big guys.
hell yes. And look, man, Fat Joe, I hope you're watching this one day, man. You need to pay attention to Sports PSP, man. He's gonna be on a national stage one day. Not gonna lie to you, but you gave me my favorite phrase. I say this all the time. I used to when this song came out. I think it was like 2000, and it was still in the heyday at the time when "So Excited" had came out. Uh, I'm about to go Carmelo and risk it all. You gave me that was one of my favorite lines by Fat Joe ever, because I used to go to the club and me and my guy Big Calvin. And you used to see some beautiful young ladies in there. We used to look at each other. It's time to go Carmelo and what and risk it all. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so that was my favorite line from Fat Joe, man. I'm about to go Carmelo and risk it all. So yeah, man, I love that line. I use that line to this day, man. I'm about to go Carmelo and risk it all.
Oh man, yeah. But what's love with him
Yes.
and Ashanti, especially when Ashanti was doing her thing back then. So I can't forget that one, especially from that movie Juana. Man, I gotta rewatch that movie.
Yeah. I love that movie. That was a good movie, man. Real
Hmm.
good movie.
Well,